Hi.
Hello. Welcome
to our podcast.
Lez-Come-Together.
I'm Jana.
And I'm Jo.
Hi, Big Jo.
Hey, Jana.
I haven't called you that for a while, did I?
Well, actually, it feels like every podcast, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is your nickname.
Yeah, fair enough. And I went, I said I went to that health assessment and they said I was, what was it, substantial round, thick round the waist. Well, I had that health assessment again today. After 3 years, I had the next one.
Did they say thick round the waist or they just said thick?
To be honest, every metric came back on the good normal scale except for the circumference of my waist, which has been worsened since 3 years ago.
Oh.
I said to them, well, I have had 3 years of eating pie, so, what do you expect?
You should say, I have had a child.
Well, that would be a lie, wouldn't it, Jana? And also, my bad cholesterol is not great. But my good cholesterol is really good. So, hurrah!
That's really great.
Yeah, so I got a good bill of health.
Well, yeah, my waistline's doing okay, actually. Because I gave myself a big plan to get some abs going. By the age I'm 50, I want to...
have some abs.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be the decider of that. So
I already have some.
Do you?
I have a 2-pack.
Oh, you see, I have a barrel.
I just need 4 more for a 6-pack.
If you were going to the pub, what would you rather? 2-pack or a barrel?
A barrel every day.
Every day of the week. Oh my God, my dog has now pulled a book out of the bookcase because he wants to chew something so much.
Because he's not thick and he likes to read.
Barney, leave it. I think that's told him, don't you?
I think so. He's put it down and he's chewing it.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted him to do?
No.
Right.
So today, let's talk about A. So abs actually comes in nicely.
Oh, there you go. I already started the A without even realising. But it's not abs we want to talk about or barrels. It is apologies.
Here we thought we'd start with apologies. Why do you need to apologise to me?
Well, actually, one of the apologies is to you as well.
Is it?
Yeah. I think... So this is all to do with listening back to the episodes that we released because we have gone live with Lez-Come-Together.
Because actually, this is the first pod we're recording since we've actually issued any of them because we never knew whether we'd actually get this live. I've said actually a lot, so let's carry on with that. And so we waited to check we were able to do the technology, we were able to be mildly funny, and hence we were both prepared to put it live. And this is the first one since we've released the pilot. Then there was U, L and N. Those 3 have got 4.
Yeah.
I'm good at counting. Those have gone live. So we've actually had some comments. We've actually had some feedback. We know now who is and who isn't listening.
And obviously in order to make them live and publish them, we kind of had to listen to them because you did some amazing editing.
Thank you.
But listening back to some of the stuff we have said, I feel like we need to do this just to issue some apologies.
Really?
So I would like to apologise to my mum, to my dad, to yourself.
Why to me? You haven't said anything to me.
Actually, I didn't write down why I wanted to apologise to yourself, but I think it will come back to me. But it was something to do with, yes, I found myself in previous episodes like jumping in a little bit when you're trying to talk and I'm not letting you talk much. So I do apologise for that. I'm really, really sorry.
Honestly, I've listened to it and it's because I talk so much that you have to jump in.
So would you now like to apologise to me, please?
No.
Oh, wow. It's like that, is it?
Well, actually, the reason I say that is we've both got our arms crossed now across our chests. We're in a very defensive pose. But
I wish I was videoing this.
There is a TED talk about women have to stop apologising because we undermine ourselves by saying sorry. And I'll give you an example. We will go in up to somebody after doing a lot of work to get them an answer and we'll say, I'm really sorry to disturb you, but I have the answer and this is what... And why are we apologising? Because we have every right to be there and we should. So I actually think that apologies are great occasionally, but be careful as a woman that you don't apologise too much because we're just so sensitive and we want to make sure everybody's feeling good. But you're okay, Jana. You've done well. You don't need to apologise to me at all. I'm really happy to have you sometimes shut me down because I need to be.
Like, yeah, right now I was holding on so tired. Like, can I jump in because you're talking too much, girl? No, okay, all right. But I've come up with the idea to do A for apologies, and you let me do it. So what?
Oh, right. Okay, so
But
back
you just
to
said
you.
we're not supposed to be
No, but
apologising.
don't apologise for yourself. You can, don't apologise because you've done something, because you haven't.
All the apologies, the list I have is to apologise for what we've said or done.
All right. Well, give me a couple and I'll tell you if you can say them or not.
There you go. I think you need to apologise.
What for?
One of the episodes, we're talking about your twisted gut.
Yeah, oh yeah, my farts.
And the whole time, well, don't worry about the farts. I don't want you to apologise for that. But the whole time you're talking about having an endoscopy.
Yes.
I mean, you have confused all of 4 listeners. We have 4 listeners probably by now. But by not making it clear which end it went.
Well, I'm not apologising because that is an easy thing for me with my dyslexia. Mm-hmm. Endoscopy, colonoscopy, blah, blah, blah.
I'm sorry, you really are into this not apologising thing.
But what I will apologise about is anybody who, after that episode, was going for an endoscopy and went very frightened that the thing they were going to stuck down their throat was so long that it was going to get down to their small intestine. So I am sorry to those people. And yes, that episode, by the way, before it goes out, because it hasn't gone out yet, I think we should do a little intro to say, warning, when Jo says endoscopy, she means colonoscopy.
Oh, it hasn't gone out
yet.
And I'm already apologising for it.
Apologising for me.
Shit at this. Yes. Being too apologetic.
Yes. So no, that's a no. We're not doing that one. Right, next one.
Okay, me talking about my wife all the time. Like, I listen to back and it's like, my wife this, my wife that. It's like, I am my own person. I'm taking the page out of your book.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologise for it. But I need to stop saying wife a little bit less. And I say it in a weird accent as well. I said wife.
Wife. My wife.
Like, people are going to think that I'm trying to make them believe I have a wife. That's how many times I say it.
Yeah, she doesn't actually exist, does she, Jana?
But my wife, I said it again, she's like our biggest fan.
She
is. One of
is.
our biggest fans. She really is.
Which is good, because my wife thinks this is a complete waste of time. And she basically said, I have to listen to you far too many hours of the day. Why would I then put you on my ears in a podcast?
Yes, she's right. However, my wife, here we go again, she's like, she can't wait for the next one to come out so she can listen to Jana Jo.
Yeah.
Well, she's gardening. She loves it. Makes her laugh. She needs a lot of laugh and positivity right now. She's going through some tough time with her dad who's really ill.
Yeah.
So it's really helping, and that's great.
It is. It is. Molly, we love you.
We do. You are the best fan. One of the best.
Oh, and a fabulous wife. How do I say it?
Wife.
Fabulous wife. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, next one.
Oh, okay. Death. I spoke about death a lot. Okay.
Again, no apology for that.
No.
It is a reality of life. And if you can come to terms with you're going to die, you come to terms, hopefully, with live this life. Give it everything you've got. You've got one go at it. And no one knows when that's up. So I think it's really healthy. I think everybody listening to this should have had a conversation with a loved one about what they want when they die, how they want the funeral, all of that stuff, because that's healthy. Don't be afraid of it, because you can't avoid it by being afraid of it.
It will happen one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I mentioned quite a few times. Okay, I'm not going to apologise for it because, again, it's good talking about it.
Exactly.
Also, I say correct a lot. You say something, I'm like, correct. Now, that I absolutely hate hearing, but this is my job thing. So at work, like the talk we use, like within emergency response teams and stuff, is a lot of like that sort of talk. And it's like, yeah, correct. You know, like,
that's important.
And I keep saying that, like on this podcast, like I'm not at work. I'm here with Jo doing a podcast. Stop saying correct.
But maybe I am just so honestly correct most time.
No, that's absolute.
This is funny because I've listened back to the podcast and I've never heard you or noticed you. Maybe that's the point. Saying correct in a.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh Okay. Anyway, I think I've do you know, like, I have got a couple more things, but I'm getting a bit like, I mean, would you like to, like, mention something
No,
that
I've
you've done
done
wrong?
nothing wrong.
Wow, you are so big-headed.
No,
girl.
that's not
No,
true.
wait,
I do
wait.
have some apologies.
Wait. I was going to apologise to you for one more thing, but you
Okay.
said not to apologise. And that was the fact, with all your amazing editing you have been doing, you really had to compress my laugh a lot. But then we agreed, oh, this is for the listener, so like where I'm laughing, we don't want it to be too loud so it doesn't hurt their cute little ears. So you've done some amazing work compressing that laugh, but actually we're leaving quite a lot of it as well, because laugh is good.
Laugh is so important. And I honestly, when I speak and you laugh, it really makes me feel good inside.
You are so bloody funny. I can't stop laughing.
See, this is why we have to do this, because no one else tells me that.
What? Like, all my friends that have listened, that some of them you might know, some not, they say you are hilarious. I mean, I feel really crap because they all say, "Oh my God, Jo is so funny." I'm like, hey, I'm there too. Like, come on.
It's funny that, because all my friends say how funny you are.
Oh, I don't believe that.
So I think we should apologise, although we don't apologise for being women, but we should definitely apologise for being so technically inept. And poor Charlie came and sat with us and tried to explain all these things, and we just sort of looked quite blank at him.
You did, I didn't. I'm not apologising.
I've got that wrong. It's a they, isn't it? They. Okay. At them.
Oh, sorry, you talk about Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, yes. Yeah.
Them.
He, him, they, them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, good. Yeah. I'm good. Right. But we also wanted to say massive amounts of thank yous. Yeah. You can say thank yous. You can't apologise. You can say thank you.
I was thinking, like, is that okay to say thank you? Because apparently it's not okay to apologise.
You're now feeling like not able to be in your own skin because I'm sorry.
No.
No, I can't say that.
Oh my God. Right. Thank yous. Loads of thank yous to say. Charlie's one of them, definitely, because he came and helped us, which was incredible.
Yeah, with all the tech.
And again, I want to say thank you to you. Oh, you've been amazing. Like, you know, it's hard because we don't see each other very much. We try to communicate via messages, which is not always easy because you're shit at communicating via messages. Yeah.
Well, no. So this is for me. I make a really conscious effort that my phone is not attached to me. Like I choose when I pick up my phone and look at my messages, and it's not very often. Mm-hmm. Like I will pick it up in the morning, I'll pick it up at lunchtime, I'll pick it up in the evening, but most of the time I don't have my phone on me, and that must be really hard. Like you are the younger generation, I think, that your phone is kind of you're constantly aware of what's going on your phone. Now, I don't know if that's healthily mentally, so, you know, we're going to have that. We're going to do a pod on Let's Talk About Pee.
I mean, sometimes I do feel like I need to go to hospital and have a phone surgically removed from my ear or my hand because it's just completely attached to me all the time. And I need to get better at that, putting it down a bit more.
Because what worries me is if you text somebody and it's somebody like me and I haven't got my phone on me, you're thinking, why has she not responded? That was a very easy question. That was very quick. Yeah. And yet I'm like, I've not seen it.
Right, yeah, no, with you, I'd never think like that.
Good.
No,
good,
I'm just
excellent.
like, that's Jo. She's going to check her phone in 2 days and reply to my really important question, like, should I post this on Instagram or something else? And then I just post it anyway. And then you go, why did you post that?
Yeah, no.
It's fine, Jo, absolutely, we need to chill about it. We are middle-aged women. We should know better. The phones are not everything. I do have it on me a lot, but I am like, it's funny enough, like I do a lot of stuff on my phone, but I still manage to do so much with my day and with my week. Like, yeah.
But that worries me too, because I'm giving you loads of complex now, but you do so much and your phone that is your body not working at a level of constant stimulation that then you crave that. And I think we all need to get happier with just sitting with ourselves, doing nothing and not be stimulated. Why have you picked up your phone?
Just to check some notes.
I'm only teasing. But do you not, that's what I worry about.
Oh, shut up. I love to be overstimulated. I mean, who doesn't like to be overstimulated?
But it's hard then for normal life to stimulate you like that. Anyway, this has turned into a phone lecture. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's try to be a little bit funny and stop with these thank yous, apologies,
yeah.
and talking
Well,
about phone crap.
There was one that's mildly amusing apology, and that is about, and it's an A as well.
Oh.
Age.
Oh.
I think we have to apologise because one of our selling points was that we're middle-aged, and so we've talked about age a lot. So I think we have to stop talking about your wife.
Yep.
Stop talking about age.
I'm not stopping talking about my wife.
Okay. No, and that's good. But the age thing, someone made a comment that we almost talked about age as being derogatory. And one of the things that my mum's always said that I think is really important is getting old is a privilege.
Yep.
So, and again, this is not funny, but I lost an amazing person in my life this year. And I wish every day that I had a chance to get old with her, and I won't. And so I'm not taking the piss out of age. Actually, I think that as you get older, you've got a bit less energy. There's other topics that come in. But let's be honest, when you're younger, you've got no idea what you're doing. You need all the energy because you have to do things 20 times before you work out the right way to do it. So I'm really happy where the age I am. I'm not complaining anymore about age. It's a privilege, and just stay healthy, do your best to have a good attitude, and it's a number.
Absolutely. And yeah, remember, the older you get, better you get.
Like a fine wine, Jana, you are.
Unless you're a banana.
I think we'll choose to be wine rather than bananas.
Yeah, wine is good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So that's my last apology. No, we're not talking about age too much anymore. It's a beautiful thing. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. What else we got? How was your week?
So this is another A I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
So I've got anger this week. This isn't going to be funny either.
Oh my god.
I know.
Yeah, that could be depressing. Should we leave that for next one? No. You need to get it out.
Yeah, I've got to get out.
Jo, I think you need to get it out. Let's get it out.
Yeah. So, my mum and dad, they're as close to saints you're likely to get to. Now, I know everyone says that about their mum and dad, but literally, when I was growing up, they were always running local church groups, youth clubs. They were literally in their 70s when they stopped doing trips to centre parks, etc., with kids in the local community that needed. So amazing people, right?
Yeah.
I've been very lucky. My mum's still alive, but my dad lived to a right old age. He got to 84, amazing. But he did leave us 2 years ago. And one of the things we did when he died was get a bench that we put in the church yard, because that's where they spent a lot of their time at the local church. And I know that it gives my mum a lot of comfort that every time she goes to the church, it's about 4 times a week, she gives it a bit of a stroke, she sits there, a lot of people sit there, and it's only been bloody nicked this week.
I'm not surprised you're angry.
I'm
like,
angry.
That is shit. I mean, not only it's something so important for your mum, for yourself, but someone steals it, and they steal it from churchyard as well. I mean, churches are like these places where you just
don't
churches
steal.
And cemeteries.
You
don't steal.
No, agreed.
And like, how upsetting is that for someone? I mean, did someone steal it for their garden? What the hell are they gonna do? I hope they will be cursed because
karma.
Yeah, karma is a beautiful.
Do you believe in karma?
100%.
Right. So these people are going to have a really bad time.
Oh, they're going to sit on it and it's going to burn their ass. They're going to get piles.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on back to the piles
Honestly,
conversation.
I'm sorry, darling. This is awful. And I understand why you're angry, but karma is a beautiful thing. And Molly said something like...
Your wife. Anyway, yeah, lovely Molly.
Something like, sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just like making these things to remember people, because these things happen all the time. But your memories, no one can steal that.
That's so true.
But...
And can I tell you what my mum's response was? My mum's response was, well, maybe somebody needs that bench more than the church did.
Oh my God, I love your mum.
Honestly. And she's like, well, just buy a new one. I'm like, okay, great.
Oh my God, you need to take a page out of your
mother's book. I mean, she's right and wrong in so many ways. But, life has got many more things to worry about. So I am angry because I think, there's leave the bloody plaque, unscrew the plaque, and then take the bench. do that, because that's kind of what matters. But anyway, psst. So I've sneaked in and actually edited right into the middle of this podcast. Jana's not even here. No idea I'm doing it, but I felt I had to update because the bench has been found and I couldn't let this go out and everybody get upset when it's all good. A couple of local youths had borrowed it, put it in a potting shed, and they were enjoying themselves, and I suspect Dad had a great time. So it's been found back at the church. Come on, Dad, that's where you need to stay. Bolted down and no more adventures, but all good. And yeah, should we do this more often? Just don't tell Jana, okay? Right, back to the other one. I'm also angry this week because, well, I just think I'm in my menopause and you get like...
Oh, wow.
I don't know whether it's called flash anger, because I spoke to someone else recently who I work with and she said she threw the dinner at the wall recently and that's not normal for her either. So
I have watched you have your dinner earlier and you ate it rather than throwing it at the wall. So I'm really, really proud of you, mate.
I did well. There was no flash anger.
But now I know this.
I just suddenly get very angry at the moment. Yeah.
Hormones.
I think so. So then I was doing this health questionnaire.
Gosh, okay.
Which was for today's health visit. I'm sorry, you're not going to get a word in edgeway because I've got to show my anger. And honestly, if it asked me one question about being pregnant, it asked me about 15. And I felt like, can they not just ask me at the beginning of the survey, are you gay? Yes. Have you ever been pregnant? No. And then all those questions, like, are you actively sexually active? And I know they don't mean, are you having gay, lesbian sex? So I have to write no. And then they write something like, when was the last time you've been sexually active? And I'm like, oh, come on. So I just get cross.
Right. And you think that they mean it, that you're having sexual antics with a man?
Yes.
Because... And this is something you mentioned about smears or something. Yeah,
so when they will always ask you again on these questionnaires about smear tests. And for a gay woman, if you've never had sex with a man, the risk of you having that infection that causes cancer of the ovarian is much, 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 much lower. Now, it's not zero, because I discussed it with the doctor today, because I took out my rage on him and said, I don't think it's appropriate that I have to go for a yearly smear test or whatever it is when I hate those bloody things. Because again, I haven't had a baby. My cervix doesn't cope with being... let's not go there. I'm not saying that it's easy for a person that's had a baby to have a smear either, actually, because Vicky bloody hates them and she's had a baby. But I don't think it's appropriate that they don't do a risk assessment based on lesbians that then say, you need to have it every 7 years or whatever. I just have to have it the same number of years as anybody else who's used, had a penis. Then the infection is carried by the penis. Ooh.
Wow, you're really going for it. I'm so pleased I came here today to do this podcast with you.
Because now I've got it out, I can let it go. But I'm really sorry this won't be amusing in any way.
No, but is there anyone that can help? Is there someone that does
does a really small cervix opener? Because that's what I need, a really small. Why don't they say that? You need a really small one because you're gay. But I think the doctor just goes, no, I need the biggest view possible here. Honestly. Where are we going? Should we stop? Should I apologise?
No. This is brilliant. But to be fair, my last smear test really was uncomfortable.
Yes.
I never really had so much issue, but she went in and... Nurse. Oh, that's another bit. A nurse does it here. Back home, it was always a doctor. It's so weird. I feel like I'm going into doctors and like literally just anyone that's available, whether that's a nurse, the cleaner or
whatever. It says, come on, get it open.
But no, that's not to say. Like, I'm sure that all these nurses are like really well trained to do that, and that's just how it is done here. But it was really uncomfortable. I had to say to her, like, you need to slow down. Like, I was in.
Slow down? That's not going to help. Do it as fast as you bloody can and get out of there.
But the pain I was feeling while she was going around.
Scraping.
Oh my God.
See, that's not the painful bit for me. Me is the opening of... Anyway, let's stop and let's go to another topic.
Oh, the opening's fine.
Exactly why we need to go to another topic. So, Jana, enough about my anger. What makes you angry?
You.
How very dare you?
No, you don't make me angry at all. I couldn't possibly be angry. You just look at your face. How can
Get
I be
away
angry
with
at
murder.
that silly face. Not many things make me angry, but I mean, any of my colleagues right now listening, they'll be like disagreeing. They'll be like, "Why are you always angry and grumpy?" I'm not angry. I'm not grumpy. That's just me in the mornings. Okay, I hate mornings. Actually, mornings make me super freaking angry.
So getting out of bed.
Yes. It makes me angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hate it. Like,
It's not fair.
oh my God, absolutely makes me angry. And then you have to get out of bed and, do that thing where you have to get dressed and...
That thing.
Oh, man.
Getting dressed. Oh my God.
Coffee.
Don't tell me about the teeth. Gotta clean things.
Got to make breakfast to take to work.
Oh.
Lunch, so you've got lunch at work. You've got to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a coffee, like gallons of coffee.
Yeah, it's too much.
Drive to work, then you get there and there's like potentially people there.
Oh no. And don't tell me they want to talk to you.
Yeah. And like most of people are always so like friendly, like, "Hi, morning, how are you?" "I'm fine." Just give me half an hour.
Right, you're not a morning person.
I really am not. But I really have been trying, because people say that about me a lot, that I'm grumpy. So I'm like making conscious effort.
No.
It doesn't fucking work.
Exactly.
I come
Lean
to work and
into
I'm like,
it.
"Hi, I'm fine." And then I literally turn around and go in my changing room and sit there for 10 minutes like, I'm fine. Just wake up and I'll coffee. Yeah. Mornings really make me angry. Stupid people make me angry. Nasty people. Violent people. Like, just... Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but other than that...
Other than that, you love everybody.
Well, actually, no. There's one other thing that really makes me angry.
Go on.
Do you know, like, pet...
You're
What
quite
are you
quiet.
doing?
You're quite quiet. I've noticed.
Oh, really?
But you're being purposely quiet.
I'm making conscious effort to be quiet.
So stop, because we've turned the mic down, so you've got to be louder.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. You are making me angry. Now I forgot. Right, do you have pet hates?
Yes.
Not like a hate of pets.
No.
Right, because I love pets.
Yes.
I don't have any, but,
Exactly.
I do love pets. But my biggest pet hate is when you go in a public toilet.
Right. Where is this going?
It's freaking toilet rolls. I hate it more than anything in the world when you go to a public toilet and they've got these big toilet holders,
yes.
Right? And you need to like literally almost at some point climb inside it to get the end of the toilet roll.
Oh, because it's
to come out.
Yes.
So you spin in the toilet roll for ages to get the end, and it's not coming out. And then your hand goes in. Then you almost break your wrist. You've still not found the end. It drives me nuts.
Oh, that is so annoying. And yet it seems to happen every time almost.
Oh, so I'm not the only
No.
person. Oh, does it make you angry?
No.
Oh,
I feel like it's... Do you remember the Krypton factor? Of course you don't. You weren't in this country. You don't know Wurzel Gummidge. The Krypton factor was basically where there were challenges. I feel like it's the Krypton factor. Which way do I have to stick my hand to try and get the toilet paper? And then it's that thing where you get the end and you're like, yes, I've got it. And you pull it and one sheet comes and the rest is lodged even further up. And then you go, no, it's not going to beat me. I'm getting you. So yeah, I do understand your pain on this.
Oh my God, I absolutely hate it. If there's ever people in the same toilet like next door, they must hear me like really like I'll make a lot of noises.
So, so noises in the toilet. Can I ask you about, on a public toilet, if you need
No.
to do a fart, which twisted gut, or a poo?
Oh.
How do you do that in a public toilet? I mean, I know friends that will literally create what they call a poo catcher, which is like, tissue either side, so they sit on it and it'll catch and then it won't make a noise.
No. Hang on. Sorry, that's not what? The toilet on the seat.
So you put the toilet paper that you can't get. You get enough that you can wrap it over to make like a sling, which you can sit on either side of the toilet.
Shut up.
No, absolutely not. But obviously you need to have a little bit of a dip because otherwise the poo's going to hit your butt, and they will catch the poo so it doesn't hit the bottom and make a splash.
Oh my God.
And I promise this isn't me. Because I would literally just go, well, just stuff some toilet paper down the toilet. But I don't do that either because I think it's a waste of toilet paper.
Oh.
I'm like, I'll cough. Do you not do that? I'm really sorry. I've just made a really noisy cough for the podcast. So how do you deal with this? This is meant to be, we can talk about anything, Jana, and I feel like you're holding back on us here.
I really didn't think we'll be talking about this ever. I am about to pee myself, actually. Making a sling. Like, I've
genius,
never heard
though, isn't it?
It kind of is. I wouldn't go down that road. But it's interesting. Never heard of this. But what a great idea. Whoever come up with that.
Yeah.
But you do tend to get like really cheap, shitty toilet roll in public toilets.
Yeah.
And I imagine it just... Anyway, depends how big the load is, I guess. Toilet roll. If you can get it out of that freaking thing, loads of toilet roll.
In the toilet, right, to stop the splash.
You can't have splashbacks.
No, but for me, the reason you don't want a splash is not because of a splashback. It's because you don't want other people to hear you having a poo.
For me, it's both.
Okay.
I just can't have that.
Right. How big are your poos that the chances that the splashback is all the way up to your butt? I mean, I think you need to look at your diet because ideally you want some pellet poos.
The tiniest little poop, like the size of a Malteser, can make quite a splash. It's like divers.
What have you got in there?
It's like divers. If they shit divers and then don't dive, they make it properly.
So you're comparing Tom Daly off the diving board and entering without a splash to your poops. Is that what you're telling me? Your poops are such bad divers, they do loads of splashes.
Exactly. I wish I had Tom Daly poops.
So everybody, I now want you to think. See, whereas I think, embrace it, people. We all do it. If you need to do a poo in the loo, just do it.
It doesn't matter what you say to people. Like, my whole life, I guess I was always like worried about people not hearing, so it's ingrained in me.
It is. I feel the same.
And I always find the right moment, and if I can't, well then tough.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Yeah, I prefer not for people not to hear or be there, to be honest.
Yes. I do understand that. It isn't the sort of thing, and to be honest, they don't want to hear either. I mean, let's be honest. No one's was sitting on that toilet and hear someone next door going, "Oh!" No one, and then splash. No one wants that. But, there could be times when I'm like, if you can't stop it, go with it. Don't make yourself ill, people.
I can't, honestly. Yes, I think we could do a whole episode on talking about toilets, actually.
I think we shouldn't, but tea will come. But could I just say, I think this episode has been very random, from total grief to poops in the loo. This is what you get, people. Tune in every week. I mean, what is there not to love?
Absolutely. And I love this. And I hope we never change. But just to let you know, guys, we never prepare for this. We talk about what...
Shit. Oh, we do.
Yeah, literally. But it's literally like, what letter should we talk about? And we pick a letter and we talk about... and we say what roughly we're going to talk about. But we do no prep for it. So... I was going to apologise, but I don't apologise. No. Sometimes it's just a little bit raw.
Exactly. But on that note, with the podcast as it is, it's kind of just who we are, and that's what we wanted to do.
Absolutely. And I think we did apologies and we did some thank yous, but I would like to do another thank you, because we have had some mostly friends and people that we know that had come back to us with amazing feedback. I think Geeta has been messaging you as well as myself, and just saying how much she's enjoying it, which has been great. Simon, I mean, he's listened to this twice now, to our podcast, because he was such a big fan that we let him listen to when we created them to give us some kind of feedback.
Yeah.
And he's still listening to them and enjoying them. And, God
bless you, Si.
Amber, she sent me millions questions to discuss on a podcast, and I love that, and she's loving it, and people are asking, when's the next one coming out?
Well, that's good.
This is exactly what we want.
Now, a couple of people have said to me that, they're really busy people, and we all are, and they don't always have time. So some advice they've given is that put your earphones in, because obviously some of the language is a bit, fresh. So you don't want to play it maybe with your 12, 13-year-olds walking past. But put your earphones in. Do it while you're in the car. Do it when you're going on a dog walk.
Actually, don't do it while you're in the car, because we are so super funny.
Oh,
you could
you
just
might crash.
you'd be in, laughing fits, and we don't want you to get
Okay,
hurt.
now be safe, people.
But
people have also said they do it while they're cooking, and a few people have said it's really nice. I feel like you guys are in the kitchen with me, which is lovely, except for don't take any cooking advice from either of us, would be my suggestion.
No, and that is probably the only time that anyone can actually have you in the kitchen
Yeah.
with them. You're just never in the kitchen.
Well,
unless you're eating.
Yes, I do a lot of eating, but I'm very lucky. My wife, I don't know how I say it, does a lot of the cooking because she's better than me at doing it, and she enjoys it, is what I'm telling myself.
She's amazing. I've had a few beautiful dinners from Vicky, and well happy. Awesome. Now,
have we got time for one more topic, or do we leave it till the next one? We might have time because of editing. So there's one more I wanted to talk about, and it is quite serious.
It isn't.
It is. Oh. So we might edit this out. But the A was alone. Because I've recently spoken to a couple of friends who are lesbians who have moved. And I think it's quite hard if you're a lesbian and you move to a new location and you want to make friends, but you're not looking for girlfriends. You're not wanting a relationship. And because we're women who love women, people think that you're looking for that connection, which is a gay sexual connection, and they're not. And I think that is quite tricky.
Yeah, especially I suppose if it's different for everyone, isn't it? I guess if I moved away somewhere, first thing I'd do is just go and have a look at the area, find out who's there, and try to connect with people. But because perhaps I am quite dykey looking, quite lesbian presenting,
yes,
that could put some certain people off, because they will think exactly that I'm actually looking
for more than friendship,
for fun. But I'm
so
just
it's really
looking
tricky.
for friends, yeah.
But I have some advice on this. So I think there's some really great groups on things like Facebook. I saw today a group called Dogs and Dykes, or Dykes with Dogs.
Dykes with Dogs, yeah. I've checked it out. I might join
brilliant.
that. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a dog, but I'm a dyke.
Yeah, I'm sure 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
What?
I thought you were an accountant.
Yeah, numbers.
No.
Not my thing. No, actually, they are.
Okay.
But and I think there's lots of things like that. Walking groups, gyms. So I think there is lots of things. But I also, this is a topic that has really hit me quite hard recently, because when there's a difference between being lonely and being on your own. So it isn't, you can be in a group of people and still be lonely.
Yeah.
And Vicky has talked to me about this recently, because I mentioned already on this pod, I lost somebody very close to me, and I think I've gone slightly inwards. I've retreated inwards to deal with this, because I don't want to deal with all my emotions and be out there. And she said she's felt alone because you need connections. Yeah. It's not about who's there. I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
But she probably hasn't felt the connection of me having all of my emotions open and honest and available. And I think that's the topic, is if you don't feel you've got the connections that you want, and there's no right or wrong answer of how connected you have to feel, but some people feel lonely because they don't have those connections. And I think a lot of it is, let's communicate. Try, going in isn't actually solving anything. And I know that. I know I've got to come back out again. And I'm trying it. And I do with you.
I know, you're good with me, but you really need to be good with your wife. And it's really, it's beautiful thing that she talked to you about.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's where you start everything. You talk about it, and now you can work on it. So you're going to sack me, and you're going to be doing podcasts with her, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
She doesn't want to do podcasts, but that's okay too. But no, I think it is really important that it's okay to feel alone, but realise that you haven't got the connections you need and find ways to get them, because we've all got one go at this. So let's find those connections, people.
100%. Life's too short. You only get one go at it. Make most of it. And it is hard being alone. So, yeah. If you feel that you know someone that kind of looks like they've gone in,
yeah,
just reach out to them, speak to them, see if you can help them connect with other people or just yourself.
Do you know what? And we started with apologies, and I think this is a great way to get to the end, because there are definitely some of my friends that will feel that I haven't been in contact, and what I really want to thank them for is they've constantly stayed in touch anyway, just to say, how you doing, reaching out if you need me, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that I have been quite bad at being in touch, but
wow, so you did apologise in the end. But
that's fine, because no, that's fine because it was mine. No, I honestly do think we've got to get the balance. You're okay to apologise as long as you work out that you're not trying to apologise for doing things that you have to do, but apologise for things that, yeah, you could have done differently. And I could have been a bit more connective with people recently.
But I think those that really know you and are close friends, they'll know that, you know, it's been a struggle for you and you will get there, and they're just there waiting when you're ready. And that's a beautiful thing.
Isn't it? I'm so lucky.
There you go. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I put the worlds to right again today, Jana.
Wow, we did. We apologised, we thanked, we got angry, we talked about shit again.
Literally. Tick, tick, tick.
Tick. Wow. I almost want to high-five you, but that wouldn't work with the mic.
So we're high-fiving everybody on the podcast for listening, and we look forward to the next one.
Absolutely.
Oh, and now we've got a email address.
We have.
Lez-Come-Together@gmail.com. We really want your questions, comments, you know, anything that touches you and you want us to talk about more. Let us know and we'll do it.
Definitely. Yes, please. Sorry. Yes. I don't know why I can't log into that email, so you need to sort that out for me.
Yeah, because you're a security
moment,
risk, it's telling me.
At the really, because at the moment people could be sending some beautiful things to say
I
about
am
and
checking.
you're just going to delete them and leave the ones that talk about you.
Exactly.
I don't trust you.
Fair enough. Yeah, we both have access to the email. I will sort that out. So thanks again for joining us. Until next time.
Until next time, thank you from Jana.
Thank you from Jo. Bye.
Bye. How did that go, do you think?
I think I was a bit ranty.
Again?
Yeah, I will try.
Okay.
But as you've heard, I'm getting all these issues out, and then I'm going to be much better.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you. But you know, when we were hoping for the 5 stars, we might only get 2 for this one.